SPY Directional Calls and Puts. Guys, if you're not trading this, I don't know what you're doing. No, I'm just kidding, right? Everyone, to each their own, trade what you're comfortable trading. But I will tell you, I'm having a lot of fun trading SPY same day expiration calls and puts. I'm buying calls, I'm buying puts. If it's going to go down, I'm going to buy puts. If it's going to go up, I'm going to buy calls. And how do I determine whether it's going to go up or down? Well, I use our indicator. We have a special indicator. I know you guys are all out there turning off the screen now and saying, screw this guy, he's got another one of those fancy indicators. Well, guess what? I do. I do have one of those indicators. I built it myself. My son and I, that's what we do. We build indicators. We backtest strategy. We don't put out BS because we are sick of the BS in the market. So this is a high risk, high reward type of scalping strategy. It is very quick. And this is one of those strategies where, you know how you always get those, you look things up on Google, right? You just started trading, you're learning how to trade options, and you're like, how do I do this? You look it up on Google, you look it up at ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you're using these days, those kids out there, right? Well, guess what you get for an answer? It says, don't trade SPY within the first 5 minutes. Don't trade SPY within the first 10 minutes. Maybe even don't trade SPY in the first 15 minutes. But guess what? I say, bah humbug. I don't believe in any of that news, okay? What I like is trading SPY in the first 5 minutes, sometimes in the first 10 minutes, and sometimes even in the first 15 minutes. Why? Because I don't give a damn. I like to make money. I like volatility. I like the moves that the market gives me during that time. It's the sharpest moves at that time. Now, I wouldn't say it's the most fluent moves, right? There's a lot of choppiness at that time. And I think that's what Google and ChatGPT and all these other bad boys are trying to warn you about. But what I'm trying to say is I love volatility. I don't care if it's low float momentum or it's SPY directional calls and puts. I love fast movement. Fast movement, I make money on, guys. I don't give a damn whether it goes up or down. I don't care. I'm a technical trader. I'm trading the chart itself. So let's break down this chart. Let's go ahead and break down the first chart and the first few signals of the day on SPY. And we're talking about calls and puts. Now I'm looking at a 30-second time frame chart, right? This is a 30-second time frame chart, normal candlestick chart for SPY, right? So that's what we're looking at. That's what I'm using to trade this strategy. I have a Pivot Pro indicator on here. That's this green band and red band that you see. And you will see some signals if I go ahead and let's see, I'll rewind this a little bit if I can find it. All right, let's start at market open. Let's start just from the beginning. Let's start at the beginning of this book and see how it turns out. Okay. Now, what we're looking at, market open, going into market open, the SPY compass is showing us bearish sentiment. Okay, I don't like that. But this, again, is a high-risk strategy. We don't really care about a lot of the macro news or world news or information that the higher time frames are showing us. We just don't give a damn, right? This is a high-risk strategy, a very fast-paced strategy. So if you don't know how to trade options fast, it's probably not for you. Okay, I use hotkeys many times, and sometimes if I'm not using hotkeys, I'm using hot buttons. Same thing, right? Just a quick click. All right, let's take a look at this. SPY, hit play, going into market open. Gray is pre-market session. The black area here is going to be market open. All right, play. Now, what did we just see there? Well, I'll tell you what we just saw. We saw a cross, an L right there, a long signal, letting us know that it is crossing to the bullish side, to the long side. So long trades are in favor at this time, right? We went from a red band to now a green band on the first 30-second candle. Now, I did not take this trade. I'm a little hesitant on that first trade within the first 30 seconds. I mean, I like to have a little bit of rules here, and the first 30 seconds can be a little dangerous. But then again, it did work out. So despite my own opinions just stink and they don't matter. The strategy remains the same. If it closes above, it's bullish. If it closes below, it's bearish. I don't care what I think. I'm trading this strategy, right? So all of a sudden we closed above that level. We are tapping ourselves against VWAP here. So we then all of a sudden gap above VWAP. This looks like a small move, right? This candle closed above. That was our signal. Take the trade. You're in. All of a sudden it moves up 50 cents. Well, it looks like a small move. That's because it's on the underlying of the stock. This is not on the options itself. The options price that I was paying today was roughly around $2 per contract, and that was in the money options. So $2 per contract is, $2 $2 premium is about $200 per contract, which is about $2 per share, 100 shares per contract, right? Gets confusing, right? Doesn't matter, right? I was spending about $200 per position on this or per contract, right? And you could have multiple contracts, right? So all of a sudden you get your contracts into this position, it jumps up, you're moving up from that $200, $2 range to all of a sudden it's 215, 220, 230, 270. All of a sudden this thing peaked out around 270, I believe, soon after that move. That was a nice scalp. And that's what I'm talking about. Directional calls and puts, quick scalps. I'm not looking to hold. I'm scalping, taking my money, running for the hills, and I'm getting it quick. All right, let's keep going. Now, at this point, what's happening is we are below VWAP, so I don't like that. That's a bearish signal. However, we are above the 30-second trend. So technically speaking, this is a pullback to our support zone. So it should hold that support zone. Let's see what happens. Well, it did hold that support zone. Okay. And now we bounced back up, hit that VWAP. We're continuing higher. Now, that was a nice test of our support zone. For me, I like to take the quick scalp after the first initial move. I did not take that trade. I took the trade in this gray area, as you'll see in just a minute. As I hit play, continue here. Now, let me lower this down a little bit. And now what happened on these candles is it peaked, it hit new intraday highs, came back down. Now, here's an interesting little tidbit here. Not only did we close below our 30-second trend and give us that red and short trend signal, however, we also closed below the VWAP. So two signals there that I love to see while I took that trade. All of a sudden, again, same idea, in around $2 for the premium, which is about $200. All of a sudden it ripped down. It's before you know it, you're up $250, $350, right? Per contract. I'm talking per contract. So if you get 10 contracts, 20 contracts, and that's the beauty of SPY, is it's very liquid. So if you have a large size account and you're trading large size each day, well, guess what? You can do so on SPY. It's always got the volume, especially during this time of year. That's got a lot of volume, and that's what I love to see. So no trouble on fills, getting filled in and out, no problem, right? There is the first signal. There is the scalp. I like to scalp in the first candle, guys. I'm pretty quick with it. I do not care. I don't care how much I left on the table. I don't give a damn. Consistency is king. That's what I love, guys. I love making money, getting in, green, out, get the hell out of the market so the market cannot take my profit back. Now, if you held for a second candle here, you did get a little bit more profit than I did. So hooray for you. And that's absolutely fine. I'm more power to you. I don't care. Now, we are now curling back up. So at this point, it's no longer a successful trade. And this is why these calls and puts are very important. So this would be a put setup right here. We had a bearish signal, short trend signal, below the VWAP, below the 30-second trend. I love that setup. That is a bearish trend setup. So quick scalp that, took the profit, ran for the hills. Okay, let's hit play. Let's see what happens. Now we curl back up. At this point, we are testing a resistance of VWAP and a resistance of that 30-second time frame. Now, let's see what happens as we continue. We're looking for a breakout. We haven't seen it yet. And there it is. So this is our next breakout in this gray area. That breakout did provide that 1 minute, or excuse me, that 30-second move. So you're taking profit within 30 seconds after getting into the trade. That's what I'm doing anyways. What a beautiful type of trade for me, right? In, out, green. I know whether I'm making money within 30 seconds to a minute, and I'm not wasting time. If I make money, great. And some of these moves, what will happen, you'll notice here if I hit play, is that they'll really stretch. Like sometimes it will just all of a sudden news will come out or whatever, and you're on the right side of the trade, all of a sudden it just rips in your direction. Well, guys, it happens fast and you're making money fast. And it's hard not to take that profit, right? It's hard to see that type of profit, not take it. So at this point, right, we're trending back up. We're testing that trend zone. So if you're more of a pullback trader, there's your pullback into the zone. Okay, a safer entry, right? All of a sudden it continued. There's your move, taking profit, holding. There's a signal. Now this signal is interesting. This was a bearish signal right here. This is a short trend signal, but major but here. And I know you don't want to hear that. It's above the VWAP. So technically speaking, it's still trending up because it's above that VWAP, right? So that's something to consider. So knowing that this is not a very high conviction type of setup. Also, if you look here, we are bullish. Let me zoom back here to where that signal came. Where we got that signal. Let's see what it said. It says on the SPY compass, we are bullish. So looking at a few factors here, we are in a bullish trend here. We are above the VWAP. So yes, we are getting a short trend signal. However, it's not something I'm in love with, so may sit out of that. I did not take that trade. Let's hit play. All of a sudden, a sudden reverse. Well, guess what? I kind of like that one. Now, I didn't take it, but I do like that one a little bit more. And the reason for it, again, a bullish signal in the bullish direction that we are trending in. SPY compass, VWAP, and the signal all trending together. Well, I like that type of setup. Quick scalp, I'm in, out, green on the first candle. You can hold a lot for more or continuation. Did get more on that trade if you were holding for it. Hit play. Look at that move. This is the stretch I was talking about. Can you imagine this? So you're in over here. All of a sudden, you get in right around here. All of a sudden, it moves up $1.91, almost $2 per share in a matter of minutes. These are 30-second candles. This is the type of moves that I am looking for every day. I love SPY directional calls and puts, and it's very simple. I'm buying calls if I think the price is going up, and I'm buying puts if I think the price is going down. It's that simple, directional calls and puts. I'm only looking to hold onto my position within about 30 seconds to a minute, and sometimes longer if I'm holding a lotto. But typically for the full or most of the position, I'm selling within the first 30 seconds. So it's a quick scalp. I know whether I'm green or not green within that first 30 seconds. If I'm not green within 30 seconds to a minute, well, that's usually a red flag, and typically I usually get out of my position. But again, we can stick to these trend signals. If it gives me the bearish signal, I can get out of my calls. If it gives me the bullish signal, I can get out of my puts. So that is how I'm trying to trade that. Now, at this point, we did get a nice setup right here. This was above the VWAP, so risky. Here was a close below the VWAP, then a test of VWAP. Nice little entry there for anyone trading the 30-second time frame. His mixed signals here, and at this point, we are around 10 a.m. Eastern time. For me, I would be a little weary here because at this point, this is more of a trend type of setup rather than quick scalping. So you get a lot of choppiness and reverses. So I want to be careful there, but this was a nice move. Let's hit play. We are above VWAP. Okay. So now we're not in love with the pullbacks. This was a fail above VWAP. And then all of a sudden, look at this. So we know when to get out because we're not waiting for it to close back below VWAP. We are waiting for it to give us that signal, or we're just getting out, of course, if we're not making profit within the first 30 seconds to a minute. Now, at this point, we are below VWAP. And right now, guys, what's happening? The market is chopping up sideways, right? Up, down, left, right, right? We are not breaking out in any clear direction. So what happens here is traders who haven't taken profit, haven't locked in their profit, and are still looking for a trade opportunity or waiting for whatever reason could be getting chopped up. Or traders who have already made money, did not want to close it down, wanted to continue trading, thinking they were going to catch a bigger trend, that home run like every day. All of a sudden they get chopped up, they give back profit. Before you know it, you're red on the day, right? So it's not worth it, in my opinion, to trade all throughout the day. I like to get in green and out. The first few trades, first few reversals, those are my favorites. We got 1, 2, and 3 right here. This was a mixed reversal. They went short trend, then long trend. So mixed reversal there. But guys, directional calls and puts on SPY, I am loving it. Let me know if you're loving it in the comment section below. Let me know what you're using for your strategy. I do use the tick down below. If you see the tick down below, if you're wondering what the heck is that on there for, if you look at this, I do have some exhaustion points on the tick. So as we are ticking up here, all of a sudden right there is an exhaustion point. And we have the BVTs, a little pullback. Let's see right here, these little yellow diamonds you see down below. That's going to be an exhaustion point. So this was an exhaustion point here, a little pullback. So sometimes I'm looking for possible reversals. Exhaustion point here. So it starts to exhaust itself out. You can look for the cross pullback after that. But this is something that is we're still working on as well. But my favorite setup, very simple, nothing else to it. Just taking a look at these setups right here. Just the quick directional call and put reversals on the 30-second time frame using our Pivot Pro indicator. If you want to get access to this indicator, visit bullishboblive.com. Guys, I would love to see you in our community. We have a tight-knit community. It is not a bunch of BS. We don't have a lot of chit-chat in there about, whatever, socializing, whatever. We are there to make money. We are serious traders, and I really enjoy trading with them. So if you want to join in, I trade live Monday through Friday, starting at 7 a.m. Eastern time, and I'd be happy to see you there. Thanks, guys.
Want to learn more about momentum trading? Well, hop on over to bullishboblive.com and join our elite membership today. Learn at your own pace, a fraction of the cost of the big wigs. Education should be affordable, and we make sure to offer reasonable pricing for our community.